The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is semifinals.com. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, you're in the SAC semifinals on Saturday at 8 p.m., facing off against a very familiar foe in Newberry, just a week removed from your last game. What's it like to get ready for yet another elimination game so close to the last time you played as a team?
I think it's good because it's a team we've played just so recently that it's fresh on our minds, and I think that helps both teams. Actually, I think it helps them. I think it helps us. So this quick turnaround, I think will create a really interesting game for us tomorrow.
I've been racking my brain for quick turnarounds for you. The only game I can think of that equates is when you faced Queens in back-to-back contests, but that was separated by 2 weeks of Christmas break 2 years ago. Can you think of any others where you've had to face a team twice in such a quick span of time? No,
I can't. Not in my career at least. But again, we're looking at it as a positive. It's fresh on everybody's mind, fresh on their minds, ours, and I think it just creates actually a more interesting game, an interesting situation.
It was an interesting game last time you faced off, a season-high 13 threes, 12 of which came in the first half. Is that something that you try to do again, or is it based on what Newberry gives you?
I think it's based on what they give. It's funny because we've been talking about as a staff, like what could Newberry do this game, and I think Dave Davis is an outstanding coach, and I think he'll have multiple options at his disposal. And so we don't go into it thinking that we've figured out what they're going to do. We just got to be prepared for any and everything and make sure we make the right adjustments based on the way they defend us.
Dondre Walker's a pretty good player. DeMarcus Smith is a pretty good player, loaded with talent. What sticks out to you about that duo who's now back in the starting five together?
Well, they get scoring punch, proven scoring punch. I've said before, I thought Dondre was arguably a contender for Conference Player of the Year this year before his injuries. And DeMarcus Smith's proven himself to be a first-team All-SAC performer this year. And it's not just those guys. They have you can go into this game with them and take away 1-2 guys, but they still got unbelievable scoring power. So we go out there and be strong and balanced ourselves and make sure that we do it across the board. And then on the flip up, we got to go and put points on the board, and that's our team's interesting. Some nights we can do that really well, sometimes we don't. So I'm just hoping that tomorrow's one of those days we can put points on that board.
Coming off of a quarterfinal victory yourselves over Coker, a team that had beaten you 3 straight times, how long did you dwell on getting that monkey off your back?
It's been something that's been sort of eating at me for 2 years now. They beat us they did twice last year, swept us in the regular season this year. So for whatever reasons, they've been really dominant over us. And I think us getting the chance to face them in the conference tournament quarterfinals was a big opportunity. And I think it allowed our players to see that those guys aren't invincible. They can be beaten, and so I'm glad we got that kind of experience. I think that'll help us going into next season in particular.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Good luck Saturday in the semifinals against the Wolves.
Great, thanks.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is semifinals.com.